The Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone situation is evolving, because every time she runs, it's a pretty good idea for you to pay attention. This time, she showed up to the Prefontaine Classic to run the women's 400-meter dash. To clarify, there wasn't really supposed to be a 400 for the meet. It wasn't even a Diamond League meeting. But because she is who she is, and she wanted to run an event at Prefontaine, they made an exception. So they set up a field that technically won't count for the Diamond. If you're thinking about the Diamond League final, hey, that happened last year. I've already shared my thoughts on that, where Sydney didn't get to run in it, but hey, no need to go back on it now. Instead, they gave her a very legitimate field. Like, all of these women are very real 400-meter runners. But all eyes were on Sydney, not just because of what she's done in the 400 hurdles, but because people kind of knew she was going to win. It didn't really matter who they brought. Like, if you don't bring the Olympic gold and silver medalists in the 400, like the ones we just saw in 2024, if they're not on the line, it's Sydney's race to lose as far as I can tell. And that is what happened. She runs the race, goes far ahead, goes ahead of the field. By the time she gets to the home straight, it's never really in doubt. And if you look at the leaderboards, look at the times, she was not just the fastest woman, she had almost a half second on the field. And more than a second on anybody else who wasn't in second place. Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone, when she runs, you are watching greatness. But we are now in a very interesting point in her career, because she's already dominated her event. She's already broken world records over and over and over again in that event. So much so that, you're basically chasing a ghost. Yes, somebody might break those records, but you're going to have to be very special in order to do it. And she doesn't just break the records. She does it at the time when you're supposed to. She does it in the biggest races of the year, at the World Championships and at the Olympics, or accidentally at the USAs, because, that happened. But when it comes to the 400, watching her at the Prefontaine Classic gave me a real idea. It seems to me that maybe the 400 is actually her real event. And the 400 hurdles is just the thing that she realized she could do, where she could essentially stun on the field. Allow me to explain. Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone is fast. When I say she's fast, she's actually fast. I'm not saying that 400 hurdlers aren't, but you don't have to be that fast in the 400 hurdles in order to be very effective and even make it to the world stage. Not 400 meter, I could go out there, try to compete for gold, silver, and bronze medals on the world stage fast. You don't need that type of speed. But Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone actually has it. She's already an American champion in the 400 outdoors. We just never got to see her run that event at the Worlds. The fact that she can go into fields with women who actually run the 400, take it seriously, and beat them, and make it look like they never really had a chance. That is almost impossible for any pro athlete to do. She's not just stepping into the 400. She's stepping in and stepping far ahead of everybody who actually does it. Again, the women who were on the podium last year are the only ones who we really wanted to see race against her. Because now, hey, we really don't know how that's going to go, from a competitive standpoint. Don't get me wrong, Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone is not bulletproof. She can lose a race, actually lose one now and then. But when we say lose a race, if the race is at 200 meters, 400 meters, or in the 400 hurdles, if we're looking at the last several years, you will be hard-pressed to find a moment where she actually didn't cross the line in first. With whoever was actually on the line with her at that moment. But if you're new here, I want to say thank you for even making it this far into the video. And I'm Coach Rob, and if you really want to know what's going on with the fastest athletes in the world, then you are in the right place. And if anything that I say actually connects with you, it is always greatly appreciated if you would please like and subscribe. But if I don't, just let me know in the comment section, because I try to read them all. What is the future for Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone? The 400 hurdles, hey, we're not even having that discussion right now. If she wants to run it this year and wants to run it at the Worlds, if you're doing a score sheet or picking who's going to win, put a checkbox next to Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone and don't even think twice about it. Don't look back even a little bit. But she also went on the Ready, Set, Go podcast just recently. It was probably filmed more than a week ago, but it just dropped within the past week. And when she's having that discussion, she's telling, Rodney and Justin Gatlin that she wants to have the best scorecard of anybody in track and field. When she looks back on her legacy, the new goal is, between the 100, the 200, the 400, the short hurdle, the long hurdles. Like, she wants to basically almost kind of do like the HEP without the HEP and just try to be the best that she possibly can in all of these events. And that does bring up, like, not just are you going to run fast, but quite a few people have already figured out that Sydney will likely never be able to show us what she's truly capable of in a race that isn't the 400 hurdles if she doesn't run that race at the championship level. Will we get to see Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone in the 400, like the open 4, on the world stage? Because she already ran that at the USAs, and that wasn't a contest. Like, when she pulled up, it just was what it was. She was ahead. The American record is in sight. Like, when she ran at Prefontaine, people were watching the clock because we knew she was going to win, especially when you were on the last 100. The conversation was, watch the clock. Like, is she going to get the record? And she didn't. She wasn't pushed to get the record. There was no reason to get that record. I mean, you could argue that in the 400 hurdles for that matter. The reason she hasn't broken 50 yet is because nobody's putting her in a position where she would actually have to. Like, it's really hard to run the fastest you've ever run when nobody is challenging you. Sydney's been running by herself in almost every race that she pulled up to for really her entire life. But if we just think about the professional circuit, from the last Olympics till now, when is the last time that wasn't Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone running the 100 hurdles or an open 100? Like, thanks to Grand Slam Track, we got to witness that. Like, when's the last time that she actually ran a race and wasn't in front? And I mean, like, solidly in front, like comfortably in front. They interviewed her after her Prefontaine 400, and she said it wasn't her best work. She wasn't trying to be rude. She was just being honest. She's like, you know what? Probably could have ran better than what I put down. There's a lot of things that I need to clean up, but she had about a month between the last time she had competed and this specific race. So, I mean, hey, it's the best. Like, it's something for us to work with, and she's, looking forward. Like, we're even having, like, real conversations about, will she actually double in the 400 and the 400 hurdles? Like, that's wild to say out loud when you say double in those two events. Like, the only way I can feasibly see that being a thing, like the idea of someone winning both. Because if she did, you just need to give that woman the crown now. Like, we can keep arguing about the GOAT and who's the greatest and, come up with arguments about, this versus that. But if you can actually win the 400 and the 400 hurdles in this era in the same world championship, as far as I'm concerned, that's a wrap. You got it. You the best. Like, across all the events, I want to see someone come with that level of diversity. But until that moment, this is the world that we're living in, where Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone has let us know that she does want to get better at the other events. But even when she runs them, the people who are already there normally don't push her that hard in order to get the most out of her. She's going to have to get into some more competitive fields, which is hard to do when you're already that fast. And the only way you can really do it is going to be at the World Championships themselves, or perhaps even the Olympics. So with all that being said, Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone did exactly what she was supposed to. She went out there in a race that was essentially made for her to win, and then won. Even though everybody else in the field actually does that event. And it's probably not the last time we're going to witness it, but we had better appreciate every time she does it, because it's the closest thing we're going to get to Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone actually competing in a race. Not like a gun's going to go off and she's going to run and other people are going to be there, but actually competing in a race where she could potentially lose, or actually show us what she's truly capable of on a track. In the sport of track and field, confidence is everything, because when you win, that is just the moment when everybody else finds out what you already knew to be true, that fast is a lifestyle. Get your Fast is a Lifestyle track and field gear at scarecruiting.com/shop, or use the link in the description below. It's a huge support to me and this channel, so I can continue to make you more content like this. And remember, it is always greatly appreciated if you would please like and subscribe.